Hey guys, I just want to do a MK1 tier list here. Who I'm going to main, who I'm super excited for, and I will get to eventually. Um, who I will give a try at some point. Um, then there's cool, but not my style, so I probably won't ever play. Then there's no thanks, which means I'll probably never ever play. And I don't want to drag this out. I want to make this 10 minutes tops. So let's get started with number one, huh? Let's start with Liu Kang. Now, Liu Kang is not really my type of guy, my type of character. He never really was. I didn't like him in MK11. I don't really like him in any Mortal Kombat game. That might be controversial, I don't know, but he seems kind of lackluster. He doesn't seem too like wow, he just seems like a basic generic character. Like I feel like Liu Kang, Katana were probably the first characters that were made when they were creating MK1. But yeah, so no thanks to him. Kung Lao, I definitely want to give him a try because I wanted to try him in MK11. I just never got around to it. So I definitely will try him in this one. He does seem decent enough for me to have a crack. Raiden, I was gonna say cool but not my style, but recently I put gameplay up on my channel of him, and he seems like he's got something. He seems interesting. He seems like a playstyle that I would enjoy. So I'll give him a try. Next one is Geras. Geras, I didn't really enjoy playing him in MK11. I didn't give him much of a shot in MK11 because I didn't really like his game style, his game plan, and his movesets were a bit just not really my cup of tea. And it's the same with MK1. It's just not my cup of tea. I think he's going to be a brute. I think he's going to be at least top 8 or even top 5. But we'll wait and see. Li Mei, I wanted to play her in the beta, but I didn't get around to it. So I think I'll definitely give her a try. And if you are a new Mortal Kombat player out there, I think you should definitely give her a try since she seems like the most easiest out of the bunch. Katana, did play her in the beta. I did enjoy her, but she's cool, but not my style. I only played her because no one else was playing her. That's the only reason I picked her up. But I don't see me going back to her. Melina, I just hope she's done well in MK1. So I am super excited for her because she was unfinished in MK11. So let's pray that they finished her this time. And knowing her and seeing her gameplay, it does seem like they've redeemed her. So we'll wait and see. Tanya, I was going to say probably no thanks, but I am getting into the I'll try area, because she seems like a Jade character, but she doesn't look like she plays like Jade, like exactly like Jade. So I am curious. I am warming up to Tanya. So yeah, that's all I got to say about her. But I got to see a lot more of her to make my decision. Scorpion, super excited. I'll probably give him a try. I mean, he'll probably be the last one out of all the mains that I'll try first because he does seem interesting. Sub-Zero, probably never, because I've just seen too much of him. I don't really like his game plan. He seems like he's going to be annoying, like an annoying character. Everyone's going to play him again, like in MK11. Yeah, he's never been my cup of tea. Scorpion's my nigga. So let's just move on to Reptile. Reptile, I'll definitely main at some point, but he will most likely be one of the last characters I will main in MK1. Just because everyone will be playing him. Like, I can guarantee you we'll be playing Mortal Kombat and be like, oh, really, another Reptile? I mean, how many of these am I going to see, So I really can't wait to see good Reptile plays and see what they come up with. Because we haven't seen too much of him. But I think he's going to bring it. Now, Smoke is definitely in the main. I will definitely play him before Reptile. I just love his moveset. I like how his movesets are not too complicated. Like there's some are just full on strings. Like he does a string and he knocks you down, and then he can set you up. He can toss the thing in the air, drag you down and pull you right, close to you. So he can just set you up for mix-ups. He could be an annoying character, but who cares? He's flashy as hell. He's one of the ninjas that actually plays like a ninja. Then there's Rain. I'll definitely main him. I was going to main him first when I pick up the game, but I decided I might hold off on Rain, since he seems decent, but he does seem like a low tier character. Unless you want to zone people out, then he could be top tier. But I think he would be fun to play. That's the only reason I want to play him. I like his style. I like how he's a high mage. You know, it does suit Rain a lot, I reckon. His staff is awesome. So I'll definitely main him. Probably the second character I will main is Rain. Johnny Cage, cool, but not my style. I don't really like him. I think he's gonna dominate at tournaments. I could definitely see Geras versus Johnny in a lot of tournament matches. It would be very interesting to watch, actually. So I can't wait for that, but I can't really say too much about Johnny. It's just not my style. Kenshi, not my style. I just don't like the way he plays. I think he's a bit too complicated. I don't want to spend a week trying to learn him and then finally do learning him, but he's a character that I wouldn't stick with for too long, so that's all I can really say about him. Baraka, definitely give him a try. Probably give him a try before Reptile. I've always been a Baraka fan. I've never been a big fan of his story, but now I do enjoy his story because he's not just some brute evil guy. You know, he's got a disease. He's trying to protect his people who has the disease as well, and he seems like a good guy now. He's fighting with the good people, which I like that about Baraka. So he's definitely in the top 5 that I will main. Havoc, I'll give him a try. He doesn't jump out of the screen at me. I mean, yeah, his movesets are cool and stuff, and what he does, you know, what he does to himself is entertaining to watch, but I haven't really seen his gameplay. It doesn't seem like he has much. I think he's really flashy in his moves, but there's nothing really, you know, nothing jumping out at me at this moment. But I think I will give him a try at some point. Astra, I would put Astra in main just because I believe she was going to be one of those characters that no one really plays, and I like playing characters that not many people play because they might be a hidden gem, who knows. Because I don't think there's not a lot to her. You know, the character breakdown, they showed a lot and it seemed very lackluster. But I do want to main her at some point just because I feel like she's going to be slept on. That's the only reason I want to play her, and that reason why I would main her. Sindel, never. I don't like how she plays. I think she's going to be freaking annoying. I think she's going to be a bit she's just not my playstyle, and you know, I didn't enjoy her in MK1, and there's a lot of similarities there. But yeah, she's never really been my, you know, type of playstyle. So, but Shao Kahn definitely in the main section. Probably main him before Asher. What he does with the axe, he puts it down. He can do separate moves and stuff, and he slams you on the axe. It's so cool. You know, he has that overhead low. And he lifts up the axe, and I don't know how you're supposed to react to that, but I think he's going to be a very dangerous character, Shao Kahn. So look out for Shao Kahn, okay? General Shao, whatever he's called in this. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to look out for him. Shang Shong, I'll give him a try at some point. I'm not super excited. I'm not putting him in main. I'll give him a try at some point. That's all I can really say about, you know, Shang. But I think people who are really good with Shang, you're going to see some crazy stuff, man. I mean, you can shapeshift into different characters, you can shapeshift into his old self, and there's different movesets, I believe, for both the old Shang and the young Shang. If that's true, that's awesome. Now Natara, that's her name, right? Natara. I'm super excited for Natara. I think I will give her a shot at some point. Would I main her? I probably would. I'd probably put her right there next to Baraka. I mean, that's a pretty cool tag team right there too. I wish one of these were, you know, a cameo so I could add them. But yeah, Natara, she's very interesting to me. I think she's very capable. I think she can own the screen. I love how she dashes to the ground and then you can start your combos and stuff like that. I just love how she's basically a flying character, you know. I think she's going to play a lot like probably Omni-Man and Homelander, I think, because they're going to be flying as well. Probably similar play styles, but probably a bit different. Ed Boon already said that they will be playing different. Like the flying characters will play different than we would have fought. But yeah, that's my list. I just want to make a quick video of that. Let me know if you agree. Let me know who you're going to be picking up day one. Oh, last character that's not on here, Reiko. Now Reiko is actually the one I'm going to be maining first. So he'll be right here before Rain. Because when I first saw Reiko in a leak cutscene, I was like, okay, I think I know how he's going to play. He's going to be like sort of a quick character, but he's going to be like I would say a Brock Lesnar from WWE. You know, he's quick, you know, but he'll slam you to the ground, and you know he can really control the ground. You know, I think he's going to be sort of like a Kano character. He might be a grappler, which I do like, which I haven't seen really any grappler characters at all. So he's one I'm leaning most towards. If Biohazard was still playing, I reckon he would pick up Reiko. And if you listen to this, bro, Biohazard, come back to MK1, bro, because I love seeing you play, man. But yeah, Reiko's definitely the one I'm picking up first. I might main him for a while, but I will try out Rain, practice him, main him as well, because I don't want to just play one character for a long period of time. I do want to learn like 4 of these characters, so I can, you know, for the first few months I can just switch in between whichever I believe is going to work well against different type of characters. Yeah, so this is my list. So Reiko's here, and then well, I don't want to go through more. But that's my list. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, share it to others, and yeah, keep it real. See you out there.